Hello, my name is Steve Gulbronson, and I am married to the wonderful, lovely, beautiful Joni Gulbronson. My family's from Virginia and West Virginia. My dad being the one from West Virginia. I'm a big West Virginia fan. Go Mountaineers! And I have two children of my own, and I have four stepchildren, wonderful stepsons that I love very much. And as much as I love my kids, they're like my own kids. So Joni and I, let me give you a little bit of background on how we met. Her husband was a police officer in Marion County, Florida, which is the Ocala area. And Joni and I met after her husband passed away. I had gone through a nasty divorce. I don't know a divorce that is good. I was teaching in elementary school, and there was a young lady, I called her Fish. Her name was Jennifer Fisher. And she said she was always trying to hook me up with somebody. And I was lonely at the time, but I thought I would never get married again. She finally says, there's a lady that teaches high school. Her husband passed away. As I said, he was a police officer, and their eldest son is a police officer, my stepson. They had the four kids. And so this girl, Jennifer Fisher, said, I want you to meet somebody. Her name was Joni. I was at the time in my mid-40s. Both of us were. We're talking 2008. We met December the 7th, 2008. It was basically love at first sight. I called my parents and said, I found the one I'm going to marry. And they said, whoa, hold on. So Joni flew in the end of December with three of the four children, because one of them was in college in Ohio. She's originally from Ohio. And she flew up, met my family, and everything just meshed together. Make a long story longer, 6 months later, we were married, living in Panama, and we were running a missions there. We quit our jobs. Everybody thought we were crazy. We were crazy in love with each other. And we fell in love and moved to Panama, as I said. Well, her son number 3 was going to USF, which is USF is the USF Bulls. Go Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan now because of him. He got diagnosed with cancer, and he is a wonderfully gifted saxophonist. He's now a nurse, but he got cancer and said, you guys have to come and be here with me. So Joni and I came here to be with him, and we came to Nathan's rescue, if you will, and we were there with him. And we fell in love with this area. And plus we were having grandchildren simultaneously in Ohio. And so we wanted to be back in the States. Well, we stayed here because we loved it as much as we love Panama. And we go back every year. We do a missions work there. We support missionaries there. We work with the Nobe Bugles, the indigenous people of that region. So we do go back every year. But Joni started, she is the person that's gifted with the money issue, the monetary issue. She's very good with that. And she's got the looks and the beauty and the brains. So she got stuck with me somehow. God's good to me. And so she started listening to all of these things dealing with, now you have to understand my perspective. I'm hearing her listen to all these YouTubers, okay? I'm hearing people like Jungle Link, and I'm hearing this just from a distance, and I'm thinking, what's going on here? You had Jungle Link saying, what is up, good people? And I'm like, what's going on? And then this is the Bearable Bull here, and all these guys, and DAI, and Brad Kimes, and Mr. B, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. She said, Steve, you gotta check into this. You gotta check this out. And I was somewhat checking it out of fear that we were going to lose the house, if you will. Well, I started exploring XRP specifically. I had heard of Bitcoin, and I started exploring it and getting into it. And I'm like, I know that she was good with money. I thought maybe she was not so good on this turn. But as I listened to DAI and Brad Kimes, who has become a friend, as well as these other guys, and of course, Scott Powell, and as I listened to DAI and the Bearable Bull is kind of funny. DAI made sense. Brad Kimes is wicked smart, as they all are. Kevin Cage, hey guys, Kevin Cage, and all these guys. I began to realize there was really something here, and that, as they say, we were in the middle of a fourth industrial revolution. You could see it, you can sense it, you can feel it. And so it's a very exciting time. And I feel like that we have invested, as DAI calls it, into the greatest digital asset that has ever been created, and in my opinion, is ever going to be created, with all these with the way everything's going to be bridged. We just got news today. I listened to a video from Brad Kimes, and after this, I'm listening to one from DAI concerning that Libra, within a month or about 5 or 6 weeks, is going to be involved. Billions of people coming into this space. And of course, the last week or so, while we were on vacation, they moved, XRP mooned, and we were excited and so forth and so on. And then it dipped down and we got kind of down, and I listened to DAI and he helped me put these guys. I have to say this, if not for people like the digital asset investor, Brad Kimes, come on in. I love Brad Kimes. I love his live streams. I love his videos. The guy's a genius, in my opinion. And the XRP army, and listening to him interview people, and Mr. B and Kevin Cage and these guys, they've kept us grounded, because these guys are smart guys that have been invested in this. And so we're really, really, really excited. Where I think we are now is we experienced a little bit of a moon. We experienced just a little bit of a moon, but it was exciting. It was one of the most exciting things that I've ever experienced. It was awesome to see how things were going up. And I am so glad my wife got me into digital currencies, and specifically digital assets, specifically XRP, because she has found something that I believe is going to take us to the moon. And I'm ready to go to the moon so that we can help other people, be involved with other people. So right now, I think we're at a time where we're seeing a pile on. As Brad Kimes has said, as digital asset investor says, as Mr. B has said, as so many others have said, it's amazing because you had to fish for stuff. Now it's coming in droves. The information's coming in droves. All the good stuff's coming in droves. So I think we're in a good place right now. I think that in the future, I truly believe that we are going to it's going to be an exponential growth. I think it's going to be something that's going to go and go and go. And I really believe, if I would have heard this a year or two ago, I really believe we're going to 3 and 4 digits. I believe that in my heart. I don't believe it's hype. I don't believe it's, hyperbolization, or if you will, if that's even a word, I don't believe it's overstated. I truly believe, as Joni has introduced me to this XRP and this asset, and you see everything coming together, and you see the IMF, you see the ECB, you see the G20, you see all of this coming together, and I think that we've got, I know that XRP is completely separate from Ripple, but as you see the folks that are working to help get XRP out there, dealing with the regulators, because as I've heard DAI say, and I've heard Brad Kimes and Mr. B and all these guys say, the government's not going away. The government is not going anywhere. If we think that, I think we're living in a fantasy world. So where I believe we're at now is we're beginning to see the first bits of mooning. We're beginning to see things that are beginning to take off. I think in the future, I truly believe that beginning this year and extending into next year, I'm excited about the flare situation and the possibilities there. I believe that we're going to see an amazing moon take place. And I don't think that I'm dreaming. When we were going up to 70 some cents, and some said 92 cents, that felt like a dream. I truly believe that we are on the way and on the verge of being, should I say it? I truly believe we're on the verge of becoming millionaires. In the future. Oh, my wife says billionaires. So who knows? Call it hype, call it whatever you want. You could hear her yelling in the background. Behind every good man's a good woman. But I think we're in good shape. And so that's a little bit about us. I love God. I love my wife. I love my kids and my grandkids and my mom and dad, who we take care of very, very often. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.